This lawsuit was brought for no other reason than to deprive poor people of the right to vote, close quote. You said that, didn't you?
Senator, those were not my words. I do not know who provided that quote to the reporter.
You gave it to the reporter, didn't you?
Senator, I never spoke to the reporter or anyone in the media about the meeting in question, and I'll tell you why. As a partner at Jones Day, all partners are bound by a confidentiality obligation to the firm. And that meeting was an internal, confidential partners meeting.
Yeah,
I never spoke to the media about it, and those were not my words, Senator.
You, however, on behalf of your clients, you invented a novel claim. You filed a lawsuit under the takings clause. Is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
So you argued that the government was stealing.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a heated Senate confirmation hearing that had sparks flying. Judge Sparkle Suknan, who recently blocked the Trump administration from deporting 76 unaccompanied Guatemalan children, faced intense scrutiny from Senators Josh Hawley and John Kennedy. From questions about post-election lawsuits to hedge fund battles in Puerto Rico, this hearing was filled with drama and tough questions. Let's break it all down in 10 key points you need to know. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future updates.
Counselor, tell me how to say your last name.
Suknan, Senator.
Say it again, please, ma'am.
Suknan.
Suknan?
Suknan.
Suknan, okay. Counselor, you used to practice law at Jones Day, is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
Okay. And there was an article in the New York Times. I don't know whether you leaked it to them or somebody from your law firm leaked it to them. Your firm, Jones Day, you were a partner then, and you were representing a party, your firm was, and you were, in a post-election challenge to Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Pennsylvania Supreme Court, of course, extended the filing deadline for absentee ballots in the president's election, and that was challenged as being unconstitutional under both the state and the federal constitution. Am I right?
Yes, Senator.
And Jones Day was handling that case, right?
That's correct.
And you were a partner at Jones Day, is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
Okay. And who was your client in that case?
The firm's client was the Pennsylvania GOP, Senator.
Well, it's your client too, right?
Correct, Senator. I was not the lawyer in that case, but yes, Senator.
But you were going to share in the profits made from the bills paid by the Pennsylvania GOP, right?
Senator, it was a firm client. I was a partner at the firm.
And you were going to share in the money, right?
Correct, Senator.
Okay. And in a call where you and some of your partners were talking about the case, this is what you said about your client who's paying you. You said, this is according to an August 25, 2022 article. You said, quote, "This lawsuit was brought for no other reason than to deprive poor people of the right to vote," close quote. You said that, didn't you?
Senator, those were not my words. I do not know who provided that quote to the reporter. You
gave it to the reporter, didn't you?
Senator, I never spoke to the reporter or anyone in the media about the meeting in question, and I'll tell you why. As a partner at Jones Day, all partners are bound by a confidentiality obligation to the firm. And that meeting was an internal, confidential partners meeting.
Yeah,
I never spoke to the media about it, and those were not my words, Senator.
This is a violation of about 927 provisions of the Code of Ethics, isn't it?
Senator, that's why I never spoke to that reporter, and those were not my words. I do not know who provided that quote to the reporter.
What did you mean? Who was trying to deprive poor people of the right to vote? Who were you referring to when you said that?
Senator, as I said, those were not my words.
Oh, you never said that. You denied.
Senator, those were not my words.
If we deposed your partners on that call, they would say, no, she never said it.
Senator, I am telling you here today under oath that those were not my words. I never spoke to them.
We deposed your partners and put them under oath, they would say, no, she never said that?
Senator, I can't tell you what someone else would say under oath. I can tell you under oath that those were not my words. I never spoke to the media about that call.
And you think in light of this, you're qualified to be a federal judge?
Senator, I never spoke to the
You
media.
say that about a client?
Senator, as I said, those were not my words, and I never spoke to the media about the meeting in question. I take my obligations, ethical and otherwise, incredibly
Counsel,
seriously.
you said that, didn't you?
Senator, I did not say those words.
So the New York Times got it wrong?
You, however, you, on behalf of your clients, you invented a novel claim. You filed a lawsuit under the takings clause. Is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
So you argued that the government was stealing from the hedge funds by freezing all of the funds. And if they pursued that course of action and didn't give your clients all of their money first, then they would have violated the U.S. Constitution. Is that right?
First, Judge Sparkle Suknan made headlines by blocking the deportation of 76 unaccompanied Guatemalan children. This decision set the stage for her Senate confirmation hearing, where senators were eager to examine her record and ethical standards. During the hearing, Senator John Kennedy zeroed in on Suknan's time at Jones Day, a law firm that represented the Pennsylvania GOP in post-election challenges. He pressed her hard on whether she shared in the profits from the case and even accused her of making a damaging statement, that the lawsuit aimed to deprive poor people of the right to vote. Suknan stood her ground. She firmly denied ever making that statement or leaking confidential details to the media. Kennedy pushed back, calling it a potential violation of legal ethics, but Suknan repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. She emphasized her commitment to confidentiality and professional ethics. Next, Senator Josh Hawley shifted the focus to her representation of hedge funds during Puerto Rico's 2017 debt crisis. He accused her of pushing a novel legal argument that prioritized wealthy clients over the everyday citizens of Puerto Rico, dragging out the bankruptcy and fueling austerity measures. Suknan defended her actions, saying lawyers are duty-bound to zealously represent their clients under the code of ethics, regardless of public opinion. When pressed on whether she had any moral conflicts with her work at Jones Day, Suknan made it clear she didn't. She explained that she left the firm not over ethical disputes, but because she was offered a chance to return to public service. She insisted she was proud of upholding ethical obligations throughout her career, no matter the client. So there you have it. 10 key takeaways from Judge Sparkle Suknan's fiery Senate confirmation hearing. From blocking deportations to defending hedge funds, her career choices and ethical commitments face the ultimate test under the Senate spotlight. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment below, and click that subscribe button for more in-depth coverage on the biggest political moments shaping the nation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.